Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a massive shift happening in business right now. AI agents versus chatbots. It's a difference that really matters because one just talks at your customers, while the other actually talks with them. It's about solving problems, not just answering questions. So let's get right into it.
We've all been there, right? You're just trying to get a simple answer online, and you end up in this crazy endless loop with a bot that just doesn't get you. This quote, it just hits the nail on the head. It's the classic sign of old tech, and honestly, for any business, it's a huge turnoff for your customers.
So let's talk about the tech that causes all that frustration. We're talking about the traditional chatbot. For a long time, they were seen as the go-to for automation, but wow, their limits are becoming super obvious now.
Okay, so at its heart, a traditional chatbot is basically just a digital flowchart. Seriously. It's built on these really rigid, hard-coded rules. So if you ask a question that's not on its little script, the whole system just hits a brick wall. And that's exactly why those conversations break down the second you go off script.
This right here is the fundamental problem. It's a one-to-one deal. You give it one specific input, it spits back one pre-programmed output. Track my order? Boom, here's a link. Ask it literally anything else, you're probably going to get that classic, "I'm sorry, I didn't understand that." We've all seen it.
And because they're so inflexible, you get all these problems. They can't handle any kind of nuance. They have zero memory of what you just said 2 seconds ago. And this is the big one. They absolutely cannot learn. That frustrating loop we were just talking about, that's what happens when a chatbot runs out of road.
But this is where things get really exciting. Technology has taken a massive leap forward. And that's where AI agents come into the picture. And look, this isn't just a small upgrade. This is a totally different and way smarter way of doing things.
And this visual just says it all, doesn't it? With an AI agent, a single request from you can kick off a whole chain of actions. Think about it. A simple command like "promote my new product" could have the agent drafting social media posts, writing customer emails, and even launching an entire ad campaign all by itself.
So you see, an AI agent isn't just following some script, it's a goal-oriented system. It uses really advanced AI to figure out what you actually mean, not just the words you typed. It makes its own decisions, it remembers your past conversations, and it can handle really complex jobs to get to a goal. Basically, it thinks.
This is probably the best analogy for it. A chatbot is like a basic calculator. Yeah, it's great for one simple, specific job. But an AI agent? That's like a super smart computer. It's dynamic, it's powerful, and it's capable of solving problems you didn't even see coming.
Okay, so what's really going on under the hood of this super smart computer? Let's break down the core differences that really separate an agent from a bot. This table just lays it all out so clearly. Look at the contrast. Rule-based versus autonomous. No memory versus remembering everything. But for me, the most important difference is learning. Chatbots are totally static. AI agents, on the other hand, get smarter with every single interaction. They can even be proactive. They'll anticipate what you need instead of just waiting for you to ask.
And all that cool tech stuff, it leads to a huge real-world impact. We're seeing companies that switch from chatbots to AI agents reporting customer satisfaction scores jumping by as much as 120%. That's a massive number. That's the real result of going from talking at your customers to talking with them.
So how do they pull this off?
Well, a lot of advanced agents use something called a plan and execute model. So instead of just reacting, the agent actually forms a strategy first. It maps out a plan to solve your problem. Then it executes that plan step by step, even connecting with other tools to get the job done. It's strategy, not just a knee-jerk reaction. And hey, this isn't just some futuristic theory. AI agents are already out there in the real world, and they are completely changing how businesses operate.
The applications are just mind-blowing. In e-commerce, they're creating these incredibly personal shopping experiences. In finance, they're spotting fraud in real time. They're helping out as virtual health assistants, untangling complex supply chains, even curating the content feeds we scroll through every single day. And check out this real-world example. Coca-Cola Andina used an AI agent to help manage its massive, super complex supply chain. The agent could predict delivery problems before they happened and optimize inventory on the fly, which led to a huge reduction in costly mistakes. That's a level of problem solving a simple chatbot could never, ever touch.
All right, so the big question is, how do you pick the right tool for your business? Because, believe it or not, even with all the power of AI agents, there can still be a place for a simple chatbot. Let's break down how you can make that call.
You know, the choice really boils down to how complex your needs are. If you just need something to handle simple, repetitive stuff, like answering the same 5 questions over and over, and you're on a tight budget, a chatbot can still get the job done. But if you need a system that can handle complex jobs, that learns from data, and that makes its own decisions to really solve problems for your customers, then an AI agent is absolutely the way to go.
This breakdown was brought to you by us here at VoiceOnic. If you're ready to get your own AI employee and see what it can do for your business, just head over to voiceonic.com.